ti ọjà wa láti bí ọ̀sẹ̀ kan ti kọjá lọ nísìn. Láti ti ọjà wa. Mi ò gbọ́ English, Yorùbá ni máa sọ. Ṣé Yorùbá mi yẹn yé yín? Ebi ti ń pa gbogbo àwa tá a wà lọ́jà. Kọ́ńjọ kí àwọn ìjọba kọ́ńjọ kó dáríjì wá kó ṣí wa lẹ̀. Ká lè rí bí máa jẹ, ká lè rí bí máa mu. Ebi ti pọ̀ jù. Kò sí ẹnìkan àfi Ọlọ́run. Àwọn èmi tí mo dẹ̀ dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe dúró bí mi bá dé ilé epo mi ò lè jẹ torí kò sọ̀kan kò sí ẹnìkan kò sí ìyá kò sí bàbá. Kọ́ńjọ kó ṣàánú wa kó bọ́ kó ṣí wa sílẹ̀ kọ́ńjọ kó ṣàánú wa kó torí Ọlọ́run ẹ̀bẹ̀ lábẹ́jọba o. Kò sí agbára kan fún wa ju pé ká bẹ̀ wọ́n lọ o. Kọ́ńjọ kó ṣí wa lẹ̀ o. Kó torí Ọlọ́run o.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our right. Victory, there is victory for us. There is victory for us. In the struggle for Nigeria. There is victory for us. Forward, never. Backward, never. In the struggle for Nigeria, there is victory.
Africa. And Luther continua.
Victoria Asata.
CHSR collaborate with other organizations committed to an ideal Nigerian society founded on participatory democracy, equity, fairness, rule of law. CHSR works with state and non-state actors, institutions, and stakeholders in community and neighborhood towards ensuring fairness, equity, justice, and harmony, with the view to curtailing violent incidences, and threat to public peace. Gentlemen and ladies of the press, this press briefing has become imperative in the light of recent decision by the Lagos State government to impose total ban on street trading and hawking. It should be instructive that the ban on street trading by the government also coincided with the closure of some strategic markets. We consider this intervention appropriate in furtherance of our mandate to defend victims of abuse of human rights and to promote the cause of justice and peaceful coexistence in the society. We are therefore compelled, as one of the strategic platform of civil society stakeholders in Lagos State, to address the media regarding the concerns of the masses who are either affected directly or indirectly by the directives. Our concerns border on the need to engage policies and programs of government as a way of guaranteeing the socio-economic rights so as to ensure individual and corporate fulfillment for peace and stability in the society. On Friday, 29th of September 2023, the Lagos State government announced a total ban on street trading, hawking, building of illegal structures on drainage, and display of wares on walkways across the state. In a statement credited to the Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Mr. Tokunbo Wahab, the measure is to curtail the nefarious activities of criminals who disguise as hawkers to rob motorists and also disrupt the free flow of traffic. The latest ban on street trading by the Lagos State government, however, raises more questions than answers, as no alternative means of livelihood has been considered by the government to support overwhelming majority of the masses who engage in many trading and hawking activities for daily survival. We are concerned about the implementation of the directive without the necessary engagement with stakeholders, either at the local government or community or the grassroots. Sometimes in 2011, the government of Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola SAN established the Kick Against Indiscipline, KAI, with the mandate to enforce compliance with environmental laws. While the objective was laudable, the agency, however, degenerated into a platform for indiscriminate arrest of innocent citizens, some of whom were imprisoned without due process. The Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, CHSR Lagos branch, waded into the matter and secured the release of some of the victims. The excuse then, as the case with the present ban, is that some elements are hiding under the pretext of street trading and hawking to perpetrate robbery and other nefarious activities in the traffic. Our position then still remains that government should find a means of regulating trading rather than outright ban, considering the overriding implications on livelihood of the people who are merely coping with survival under a crushing economic situation. In 2016, an incident between KAI officials and a trader resulted in the death of the latter along Ikorodu Road. The then Governor Akinwumi Ambode ordered law enforcement agencies to implement the street trading law and illegal market law 2003. The Lagos State branch of the Committee for Defense of Human Rights, CHSR, staged a protest to the Lagos State House of Assembly demanding for the immediate review of the law. The review of the law became necessary because the hard-working men, market men and women, were dispossessed of their shops by the state government under the disguise of market renovation, only to contract such market to their cronies who built lock-up shops that traders could not afford as a result of exorbitant fee being charged by the developers. The reason for the large number of street traders in Lagos is traceable to the fact that most of the lock-up shops are beyond the reach of the masses, who now resort to street trading and hawking for survival. We wish to reiterate that street trading creates simple access to goods to low-income consumers who cannot afford to shop in formal retail stores. Street trading is an essential source of income for many low-skilled workers who are unable to secure formal employment. Research outcomes have attributed trading to a number of factors, which include poverty, lack of education, immigration, unemployment, urban culture, low-income consumption. These factors also include lack of microfinance, lack of storage, theft or damage to goods. Therefore, regulating street trading should be the way to go so as to preserve the livelihoods of overwhelming population, which cut across families and communities that embody those who depend on trading activities on a daily basis. It is important to ensure that those who have been pushed to the streets are now made more vulnerable to harassment, confiscation, and eviction. Previous pronouncements of ban on street trading have been exploited by overzealous officials who unleash terror on poor market men and women as a petty trader who are hustling for daily survival. We also unequivocally condemn the recent closure of some markets by the Lagos State government, citing improper waste disposal as the reason. We view this action as a mere attempt to divert attention from the root cause of the problem and an unjust punishment inflicted on the market, traders, and working people. It is our view that simultaneous enforcement of total ban on street trading and closure of markets will further aggravate the suffering of the people whose only means of survival is hawking and petty trading. Government may unwillingly be driving people into criminality by denying a large number of the population their means of livelihood without a ready alternative they can fall upon. While we acknowledge the need for proper waste management in Lagos State, we believe that the closure of this market is a misguided and draconian. More importantly, the measure falls short of expectation as it fails to address the core issue that makes street trading and hawking thrive in Lagos State. A major reason why people resort to street trading and hawking is attributed to deeply flawed by private sector participation (PSP) policy introduced by the government, which primarily empower profit-driven operators, rather than focusing on the welfare of the people. To make matter worse is the fact that market leadership is imposed on the traders by the same politicians in power, and this leadership is never accountable to the trader, but their loyalty is to the ruling party. The reason for this imposition is simply to allow for the coercion of traders. Government should be holding the market leadership to account with regard to competence in the management of the market. Our position is that traders be allowed to freely elect their leaders for proper, transparent, and accountable management of their markets. More so, majority of the PSP operators are proving themselves to be inefficient and ineffective in dealing with the waste generated by the populace. In spite of the heavy financial burden placed on markets in Lagos State to sustain these operators, we maintain that the closure of these markets will inflict further economic hardship, not only on the hardworking women and men struggling to earn a living, but also to Lagos residents who depend on this market for procurement of foodstuffs and other items. Our demands. We therefore make the following proposal and demand to Lagos State government and Governor Sanwo-Olu on the way forward. 1. An inclusive stakeholder forum on street trading and market operation in Lagos State. Reopen of all markets presently sealed by the Lagos State government, deploying intelligence mechanism for crime prevention by strengthening the police to arrest and prosecute offenders. We demand for the deployment of advocacy and sensitization mechanism to address challenges rather than banning and closure of markets. The government should review of the PSP policy to ensure that traders and marketers are not unduly exploited by developers and the allies in government. The government of Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu should reconsider unleashing harsh measures that aggravate poverty and, in the alternative, empowerment of the less privileged in the society. Government should allow democratic management of markets and traders association through elected representatives for effective service delivery, rather than hand-pick lackeys who have so many times demonstrated incompetence in ensuring effective sanitation and waste handling at the markets. Lastly, government should put an end to extortion of traders and marketers by security agents as well as personnel of law enforcement agency in the market.
Since 2 weeks ago now, we are unable to enter the market. Please help us to beg our government. We are tired of this situation we have. Please help us to beg them. Please, for God's sake. We are sick and tired of all these things. We are unable to eat very well like before. Please help us to beg them that they should please. We don't know what we did, but they should just please. They should open these markets for us, please.
Sister, how are you surviving?
It has been difficult. It's not easy for us at all. It's not easy. With children, it's not easy at all. It's not easy.
What do you want government to do now?
Government should come and help us because we don't know what to do.